Hey everyone, this is just like an in-between video that I just wanted to post just to show you guys some of the stuff I got over the past few months. I got some really cool stuff, and it's been a busy couple of 2 months just collecting and just trying to hoard everything I can and trade stuff off. So I want to just kind of give you guys a rundown about what I got, so have a look. Alright guys, this isn't actually in any order, but I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what I got. So I saw an ad on Kijiji. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's basically the equivalent of Craigslist. We do have Craigslist in Canada, but it's not nearly very popular as Kijiji that we use. So I saw an ad in the city next to me. I have a friend who lives there, and I told him to ask him if he'd go pick this up for me. But it had a great deal. What it was is 4 Sega Genesis systems. I only have 3 here. The other one is, well, I'll get to that later, but I only have 3 right now. One of them doesn't work, but I have 2 working ones, this one and this one. It came with 2 regular Sega Genesis controllers, so there's one. The other one's with the other system. And it also came with a wireless Sega Genesis 6-button controller with the receiver, which is really cool to have. I need to find a second one so I can play 2-player, but that was pretty cool. Along with that came, never guess, a 32X, which is really cool. I've never played one of these before, so it came with it. I had to order the this cable on eBay that goes from the 32X to the Genesis, but it was only like $5 and totally worth it, and I can play 32X. So yeah, and all of that, the entire bundle cost $30, which was an amazing deal. One of the things I got at the Value Village that I normally go to is this thing for regular Xbox. It's got like 2 memory card things there, the player selector, and 2 control ends or plugs. I'm not exactly sure what it does, so if any of you know, just throw a comment in and let me know what it does. I just saw it was there for $1, so I just picked it up. Same place, I also got Slim original Xbox controller. I believe I have 4 now, so I can just play 4-player games. Green PS1 controller, which is really cool. And I also got this SNES Stealth arcade stick with turbo and stuff and auto. Feels like it's pretty good quality. The bottom's made, it's got like metal on the bottom of it, so hopefully it works pretty good. Next, just gonna go through some games. I'm gonna go really quick through these, but it's pretty cool. So I got Monopoly, and these Xena Warrior Princess, which is hilarious in its own right. You have Iggy's Wrecking Balls, Turok, and Skateboard Kids 2. It does have a Blockbuster sticker on the front and a bit on the back. I've cut it off to try to make it look normal, but it's never going to. But yeah, all these games were about $3 to $5 each, which is pretty sweet, especially for Skateboard Kids 2. That's like a $60 game. Alright, these 2 I got at my local game store by my school. Got Battletoads Double Dragon, Streets of Rage 2. This one is about $5. This one was about 10 or 12. A bit more than I like to spend, especially because it's kind of dirty, but I don't know, I just really wanted to play it. Co-op's fun. These next ones I got again on a Kijiji ad. They were all these games right here were $20. So I have another Monopoly for the Genesis, X-Men 2, and Comix Zone. I haven't been able to get Comix Zone to work yet. I think it's because, I don't know if you can see, there's like a pin right there that's kind of chipped or broken. I don't know. But if any of you guys know a solution to try to fix that, I'd really like to play that game. Generic sports games, LaRussa Baseball, FIFA Soccer, football, no one cares about those. And some 32X games, some Doom, classic, Star Wars, another classic, and Cosmic Carnage. So those are really cool, especially now that I have a 32X. It's pretty cool that I can actually play it. These next ones are just random ones from Goodwill or Value Village. ATV Off-Road Fury, ATV Off-Road Fury 2, X-Men Legends 2, Fall of Max Payne, Marvel Nemesis, 13, Dark Cloud, and these are all complete as well. None of them are, well, I think they all have manuals. Most of them do. This set I all got at one go at one Value Village. Someone must have just traded in their entire PS2 collection, and it's freaking amazing. Tomb Raider Anniversary, Star Wars Force Unleashed, Star Wars Battlefront 1, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Destroy All Humans 1, Destroy All Humans 2, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, Ratchet Deadlocked, Secret Agent Clank, Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. This person really liked Ratchet and Clank. Shadow of the Colossus, God of War 1, God of War 2, Psychonauts. I was so psyched, no pun intended, but so psyched to actually see this game. I never thought I'd ever find it in the wild. And all these games were $4 to $5, so that's really amazing. Final Fantasy 12, Lego Batman, Lego Star Wars 2, original Lego Star Wars, and SSX 3. So all those I got at just one fell swoop all at once. It was really, really cool. These are just random ones again. Haven, Tribes Aerial Assault, the original Guitar Hero. I way overspent on that, but whatever. Mistakes. Killzone, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, Gladius, which is apparently a really hard game to find, which I didn't know. It's kind of sun-faded, I don't know if you can tell, but I don't know, it'd be pretty cool to try out. And Red Dead Revolver. This was actually bought on eBay. I thought it was a black label, but our greatest hits showed up, but whatever. Just want to play it, really. On to some Super Nintendo games. I don't have a Super Nintendo, but I have games for it. Flashback, Samurai Showdown, Mortal Kombat 3, and Donkey Kong Country. I traded a friend for this game. I had Mario Tennis for the N64 that he really wanted, and I'm getting Super Nintendo eventually, so it'd be cool to actually have a game I can play. Super Black Bass, Eek the Cat, NHLPA Hockey, and Madden 94. And these are all like $3-4 bucks. Tend not to spend too much on them. This next set of games, there's a bit of a story that goes with them. You can see them all, they're all NES games. I went to Goodwill and they just brought out 2 NES systems. One of them complete, one of them missing a power cord. And they wanted $5 for each console. Even the one that didn't have the power cord. And they had all these games marked at between $1 to $2, except for one, which was marked at $5. And I'll let you guys figure out which one that was. The hint, it's at the very bottom of the pile, just because I like to have some suspense in my videos. So, RBI Baseball, Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, Super Mario 2, Alien 3, that one's a little dirty. Tried to clean it, but that's like in there really good. Skate or Die, Wizards and Warriors, haven't got it to work yet, but it shouldn't be too bad, I think. Tetris, Punch-Out, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Air Fortress, Wrath of the Black Manta, Super Mario Duck Hunt, obviously, Friday the 13th, another Monopoly, it's my third Monopoly, but at least I'm working my way at the systems. Rad Racer, Top Gun, Mission Impossible, and wait for it, this is the next game is the one I paid $5 for. Mega Man 5, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, I pulled it out, the lady was just like, are you sure you want to pay $5 for this? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll be fine, I'll be okay with that. So 2 NES systems that came with it, one of them I sold for $50. So everything, the 2 systems and all these games I spent $50 on, and I managed to just sell the system by itself to a guy on Kijiji for 50 bucks. The other one leads up to my next item that I want to show you guys. This item had been up on Kijiji for a long time, and it never kept showing up. It never went anywhere. So I finally just threw the guy an offer. I was like, hey, I have an NES sitting at home. Do you want to do a trade? And he said no, and then an hour later he was like, oh, well, sure. Well, what games do you have for it? So just like, well, I just have Tetris and Mario Brothers 1 and 3 that I'll be willing to throw in at it. And he was like, oh, okay, sure. When do you want to do the trade? And he came over the next day, and here's what he traded me for. A Sega Saturn. I don't know why he thought an NES would be a great trade, but I guess I got the better half of that deal. Comes with the original fat controller for us fat North Americans. And Daytona USA. The case is from the Japanese game, but the game is actually the US game. I think it's in here. Yeah, it's in there. But yeah, it totally works on my TV. I need to get another Sega Saturn game to actually try to make sure that this isn't the Japanese one, but I don't think it is the Japanese one. I also got a friend, my other friend that got me the Genesis games has, there was another ad for some Sega Saturn controllers. So he got me another Sega Saturn original fat controller and the 3D controller. Both of those for 20 bucks, and he's bringing those next time he comes into town, which might be this weekend or next weekend. So yeah, so this video is pretty long. There's kind of a big pile of stuff. I'm sorry I kind of rushed through stuff, but it's just the way it goes. And yeah, be sure to just throw a comment up and like the video. You can subscribe if you want to. And yeah, alright, I'll see you guys next time.